And here we are at the 2025 National Farm Machine Show in Louisville, Kentucky. Making our way in the front door for the first time on Wednesday. Just to give you a little scale of the size of this place. Here we've got our event map. So here we have a map of the entire Expo Center and the various parking lots around it. We are, of course, here, and we're about ready to go into the north lobby and probably check out the north wing today, and then probably we'll cover the south wing maybe tomorrow and the day after, and then head up over here at the north wing. And then, of course, this year, don't think we'll get to show too much of it, but this year we're also going to be having a fun time at the tractor pull Friday and Saturday night. So let's make our way on over here by a couple Dutz Far tractors just outside the north lobby, and catch y'all inside the building. Recently, I switched over from a closed ear headphone to an open ear earbud. But these are not any old earbud that fit in your ear, but these fit on the ear. If you're like me, you don't like things in your ear. They get uncomfortable fast and rarely fit well. They're either big and fit too tight, or they're small and fit too loose. The Light Me Cozy Fit open earbuds have been great to wear not only for everyday music, or if you're like me, audiobooks when you're out and about. But what about playing games, recording, or even streaming? I've been enjoying wearing these so much, I've packed away my old headphones. They are very lightweight, at just under 1/4 of an ounce, or 6.5 grams for those international folks, even with their light weight. Their over-the-ear design means that they are very secure and well balanced. The Cozy Fit open ear earbuds offer several hours of runtime on a single charge, and the charging case has enough battery to recharge the earbuds over 3 times before the case itself needs to be charged using a nice standard USB-C cable. When you're done wearing the earbuds, they snap magnetically into their charging cradles. What about the microphone for calls or voice chat? Well, it's not going to win any audio awards, that's for sure. And I'm definitely not going to be replacing my Elgato Wave 3 mic on my recording streaming setup. That'll do in a pinch. They also fit well on smaller ears, like those of my 11-year-old. And my oldest, well, she wants me to make sure I tell you that they won't interfere with earrings either. Whether home or traveling, the Light Me Cozy Fit earbuds are my go-to for PC and phone audio when I don't want the whole world to hear. If you're looking for something to replace your bulky and hot headphones, and your PC supports Bluetooth, or you'd like to have something that's actually comfortable to wear when you're out and about that also does not impede your ability to hear what's going on around you, then I think you'll be happy with these earbuds. Save 10% off the list price of $39.99 using my link in the description below, and at checkout be sure to put in the discount code of FarmerKlein. Ah, the sausage wrapper.
Oh, the sausage wrapper.
Everyone loves the sausage wrapper. A little bit bigger than maybe you're expecting. Not that they'd let you, but you could stand in that hoop.
Yeah. You can make a little frame in there and turn it into a ride and make it spin around.
A gyro.
Yeah. Just saying, this is what is so cool is seeing this stuff in person.
Yeah. So your cutters, your mowers,
Yeah.
right? That's your blade.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's on a pivot.
Yeah.
So it just uses centrifugal force,
To
right?
keep the blades out. So the blade
But
out.
if it hits a rock, it just
Yes, where it knocks it out of the way.
right.
So it doesn't break it. the blade tumbles against to the back and then spins it down.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's like a cam track in there, and these
Yeah.
little guys are following the
Yeah.
track around.
And yeah, it turns it up and on.
All your trade secrets.
What's that?
All your trade secrets are out.
You wouldn't be displaying them if they were
My first farm show.
What's that?
It's my first farm show, so come all the way from Australia for it.
Oh, good for you.
So the Gladiator 1210. And then the seed hopper that would be attached to that. And here we have kind of a breakdown of this system. Got a big, huge cutting disc here at the start. There's some other discs to kind of spread the dirt out a little bit. Got a big blade there to further dig into the soil. And then right behind that, of course, we have some tubes, seed and fertilizer, that are basically just configured, if I get a shot of it, to simply drop your seed behind that knife blade. And then we've got discs here to cover that back up. And then these chains and discs are going to further cover the soil for your seed operation. And we have a little video of how this all is working. So we have the Interceptor 8055. Now the one on show here is reportedly 25 feet, but you can get it in 19 to 39 and a half feet working widths. And of course we know now that the Nexat is coming to Farming Simulator 25, and if I am remembering my info video on that, that one is got a working width of 40 feet, if I'm remembering right. So while this is just 25 feet, just 25 feet, it can be larger, almost the full working width of the Nexat. So some of the great things about coming to the farm show is being able to get up close and personal with this stuff, and you can really get a sense of overall scale that you don't necessarily realize until you have a chance to see it in real life and realize that large adults can easily walk underneath or into balers like this, what we would think in game is relatively small round baler. We can see it's not at all in any stretch by the imagination small, but I think from what we'll see later on in the show, this is definitely smaller than other balers that we'll have an opportunity to see. And all of the nice complex gearing, chain drive, belt drives are also on show. This particular model is the VB 3200. Inside you get a nice shot of those knives
Oh yeah.
to cut up the product as it goes in. Now I don't remember the model that's in
I
game,
can't remember the one.
but this is basically like the
Yeah.
small round baler.
Yeah.
I kind of geek out with these belts and chains and
Oh yeah, I know.
the whole mechanical aspects,
Yeah.
like the engineering that goes into this stuff.
Yep.
Coyote brought out a coyote made up of various machinery bits and bobs and doohickeys, side panels. This is going to be probably quite a discussion topic here at the show. Quite a great marketing scheme to have this thing set up here. I don't even know how far back I gotta go before I get this thing all in shot.
Look how small the tire is.
So, I was saying that Coyote's kind of known for its smaller hobby farm.
Oh yeah.
That's how I've heard it described. Yeah.
It's comically small.
So, for example, this little unit is 24.5 horsepower. Has a bucket. Little scrawny tires, right? But you know, you don't need much. Now they do have some bigger stuff. I think their largest tractors are back here. $30,000 for this one. A little bit bigger. Nice skid steer. And then their largest, or at least the largest model here at the show. $130 horsepower or 140. And it's bigger engine. Coyote just doesn't have small tractors and skid steers.
They also have some pretty stylish side-by-sides. This one's a 2-seater. And then the next one we're going to take a look at is a 4-seater. And then there was a comment the other day about mowers in the game and zero-turn mowers and things. So Coyote, if they did come to the game, which I really hope they could, they also have zero-turn mowers. Does this one have air conditioning? Are you serious? I'll have to ask a rep, and I'll put something up on the screen if that was legit AC. Here we have a John Deere 616R sprayer. This is here for Simon's Innovations, a company that specializes in agricultural spraying. Then right next door we have Kinsey, new to the game for Farming Simulator 22, returning in Farming Simulator 25. Kinsey 5900 planter. Again, the engineering, the mechanics, the complexity of some of this stuff, it's just mind-boggling.
Spillage in the field. This feature happens
And this is all hydraulic powered.
So,
Chrome might not get you home, but she sure does look good.
This offer gets some guns. I normally take
And I don't know how long this will look good actually in the field. But you're going to want to use something like this to store all the grain and what you're going to ultimately be harvesting with this cloth harvester.
No, because I didn't. When they left Joe, and this was a good deal for Joe because this was a machine he could put his arm around and take it from start and finish it, man. He did a good job. He stayed.
And see, it's lifted its skirts, showing off all its naughty bits. We talked about the complex engineering of the balers, or that planer. How about this?
Basically, just like Pioneer's, I mean, very similar yielding, small kernels. The one variety I like yielded kept up with the wild.
91.5% of the total cut.
Lexion 8600.
Windrow width can be 15.93 more RFQ.
506 horsepower, 510 bushel grain tank, 5.1 bushels a second to unload,
in 1 year.
25 mile an hour road speed.
Save time and money on maintenance.
Built in the USA.
Longer oil change intervals. And 250 hours.
We've confirmed via accurate measurements that the tires on the Kloss Lexion are 6.4 to 6.5 via very, very specific scientific methods. But what about the Xerion? Because, I mean, who doesn't like that front end?
Unless that.
Although the new front ends on the quad tracks, they're pretty hot too. Well, the tracks are not quite 6.5. They're probably more like 6, 5.10. Xerion 12.650.
Collection system. This has got
This one does have PTO on it
and air hookups.
and drawbar. Yeah, air. Power. Then we have Mahindra with a very large booth. Mahindra has quite a wide variety of machinery here, from smaller tractors like this one here to implements like this box scraper. course, larger tractors, like this one over here. Third time seeing this, and really hoping one day we'll get these in game because they really look cool. The Mahindra Roxor Turbo Diesel. A little bit of a grown-up side by side. This one's in a manual configuration, 4-wheel drive. So you know, we're really patriotic in America, and a red, white, and blue mower is not out of the ordinary.
$2,002 off for buying it here at the show.
Well, I mean, you know, if you can just hook it up and drive it away.
I don't know. If you had one of those trucks out there, you probably could.
It's not bad for a brush mower. Butterfly brush mower. Ironcraft. Specialize in mowers and other sort of implements and attachments.
Actually, here, Connor, in the gray shirt,
A little
there on the edge.
tedder.
Yeah.
3-point box scrapers. Rotary till. Various front end forks.
She said,
Or then we have the Patriotic Mowers bigger brother over here. Sometimes also called a flail mower.
What was the construction on the wheels?
They're
Like sections glued together.
they're like recycled tire parts.
Yeah, it's like you see like where all the little sections are glued together.
Yeah. They're like tires that have been chopped up, glued together, and
Yeah.
made into a wheel. This one's on sale even more. No, wait, because if you have to ask, then you can't carry it. But the farm show isn't all about just big brands and big machinery. Farm show is also about smaller brands and vendors. So we've got quite the assortment of those as well here at the show. APV, we have a little bit of APV in game. In past years, they've been over on a different hall. Glad to see them step up and come into the big hall. I'm sure the smaller halls, which we'll see later on in the week, are cheaper overall for them to have space. So this is going to be a seed hopper. That is quite large.
Got the metering system on.
So assume then you can have it metered at different rates and all that.
Yeah, so this is just set up for a demonstration on that scatter fan there. This is only running about 50% fan speed right now.
So if you then start driving faster,
It automatically increases the
How you doing?
Hey,
Got any questions or anything?
no, we're just covering the show.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a big country, not everybody can come.
I hear you. I hear
So
you.
this is my third year. I try to film as much as I can, and then I put out daily videos of this is what I saw today.
Yeah, cool.
Y'all need to develop some leads.
yeah,
You do that?
you need to speak to Giants.
Giant.
This is set up to really demonstrate the flexibility of the header with the belt, pulls everything to the middle, and how it will flex and conform to the ground.
Oh yeah. Oh, we were excited. We've got a little farming simulator set up over here.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And then we have a corn header or row crop header, foldable. Oh, this reel to help intake the stalks. It's a pretty interesting innovation. And if I am correct, I do believe Farming Simulator is here. Giants might not be here officially, but this seems that Farming Simulator 25 is here at the show. A little bit of a demo. So product kits and upgrades. Corn head upgrades. And then we have the integrated flow crop sweeper.
Have you made it around the car? We've only just started.
That's where all the
They've got move on, case,
Pretty interesting innovation. So what is this?
that hydro weeder. It's a chemical weeder between the rows.
Of carrots and other things. So lucky operator gets to sit here and dangle their feet and move this around. Bergalt is here, although they've got a really small booth. They've had small booths in the past. It's a little bit of maybe a disappointment because people like to see the big machinery, but we have just some demos of some of their discs and other things.
Hey guys.
King Cutter Incorporated, brand I haven't even really heard of. They appear to do lots of implements, attachments. They also have a sticker on here that says Taylor Way. So we got some box scrapers. They're both branded King Cutter and Taylor Way. Some scrapers. Mowers.
We don't have one this year. So, or high fructose corn syrup, so it's completely different taste. Mrs. absolutely loves Cadbury's, Australian Cadbury's over American Cadbury's.
Bedford still around?
This would be like, one must be from the Ivy, potentially from the IBCs, and then that one's taken the mixed product and the water from the tanks to put to the sprayer.
So beet juice as a ballast for your tractor tires, because the normal ballast filler is corrosive.
What?
Corrosive. But apparently with beet juice, you get the advantageous of having filled tires, so you have the rear weights,
Yep.
and it's non-corrosive. Hot seat pressure washers.
That's the way to seal line. Return it back to the water tank. They got this giant reservoir.
Floor cleaners as well. Pretty neat. Here we have a sweeper cleaner.
The reason that they do is because when you let go of the gun, everything shuts off. A lot of times people forget to cool the coils down. If you don't cool them down, you'll get what we call coil cholesterol.
So do they, I noticed, do they wrap the straw bales sometimes just to protect them?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unlike in game,
Yeah.
right? Farmer can wrap whatever the heck he wants.
Yeah. Is that the reason why they would wrap them sometimes, just to protect them from the elements?
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be for like fermenting or anything like that, because there's no moisture, there's no sugar, there's nothing in there to ferment. But if you leave a bale out in the weather,
Yeah, it's going to rot.
it's going to have some amount of product loss. But if you protect it in some way, like wrap it, put it in a tube, then right, then you're going to be better.
BKT tyres. Who's the BKT tyres on this one?
Well, BKT, one year they had little tire keychains.
Oh yeah. Bernstein on this one. That's also pretty cool, seeing the actual different things that we have in game as well.
Different tire brands.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty impressive though, like how high these things get lifted up to unload the bales.
Well, I mean, if you figure a bale's 6 foot,
Yeah.
some bales are 6 feet in diameter.
BKT. I wonder if that's one of this one's a silage one.
It might be grease, oil.
Here and then into the manifold out all over.
So this one will do 2 foot to 6.3 bales. A little 2 foot bale or a 6.3 foot bale.
So 2 meter bale.
Yeah, your height. Here we have a trailed wrapper. Picks the bale up there, dumps it here, wraps it, kicks it out the back, then it's a bale flipper.
Okay, so that's stationary and the
No. You would drive up to the bale and flip it in, and then wrap it, and then unload it.
stationary arm. This wrapper's on a stationary arm.
That's to hold extra. There it is working.
Sorry?
Here it is working. See, the fronts are just to hold extra.
Yeah, stationary arm, yeah. So yeah, I was trying to work out how it actually wrapped.
And then that's your bale turner.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so the platform turns, yep.
You know, your butterfly mower. This one side of it. Here's the other side. At first I'm like, oh, it's a side mower. No, it's this side. That's the front, yeah. $378 inches. 378 divided by 12. I don't know. A lot. A lot of math.
Brain doesn't have to
Too much math.
comprehend. Doesn't have
See if it was meters, you just move the decimal over.
to, yeah.
And that it happens to, and so like we talked about, he will reach in line up or somebody. That's part of the growing things. None of us.
I think I'm gonna try to get one.
Yeah, you need one. They said they have like a semi-load of them,
I mean, when it rains.
right? They said they have like, they got a semi-load of them.
A semi-load of hats.
Yeah.
So they got plenty.
Huh?
They got plenty.
Oh, yeah.
We manage a lot of things by GDUs. Typically, we're like, most of our important members are like,
Watching the video, the footage they showed looked like it was an English countryside.
Yeah, well, it says English rake.
Someone found the horn.
They use with pineapple
Malone mowers, Tedders. I just saw Mikhail equipment. It was we had a nice conversation with a sales guy there. Apparently Mikhail started making slurry pumps, and they've been selling secondhand farm machinery. Saw an opening for slurry pumps, made a slurry pump, and then moved into wrappers, bale wrappers, moved into balers, and then, well, I guess the rest is history. You saw the various alignment, our product line in the video. And I think their latest foray into Tedders. McFarlane. You were looking at the Cobra. And we have a quad trill.
Yeah, it's pretty long. A lot of things going on.
folding harrow. McFarlane again. It's just a general show here of the different tines for McFarlane and other brands. Then we have the Insight here. I have to say, probably my favorite front end tractor brand, Doots. Here we have the 6190 Doots. I think this might be the second largest one here at the show, at least at the booth. The largest one right next door. The 8280. It's 287 horsepower. 32 mile an hour top speed. Then we have an assortment of smaller Doots fire tractors. The 5080. $80 horsepower tractor. And we have a 4000 series open cab. Small 515.
No need to do 20 miles an hour.
I hate that driving around.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ready to get Brent Tyler. There he is.
I forgot about the head. That's still on, ain't you? Well, you haven't had it.
Is it open? JCB. And of course, their wide assortment of machinery from telehandlers that just extend all the way to the roof. I gotta get a little further away so we can actually see the boom. But it might not even be a full extension, quite frankly. Or how about a fast look at a fast track? The 8330 Icon fast track. .355 horsepower, 43 mile per hour top speed, 31,000 pounds. Articulating forklift, front loader.
Mechanical operation, and we do our own paints.
Here are the TM320. About a big wheel loader. JCB 427. JCB skid steer.
No.
Here we have a tracked like loader. It's almost like a skid steer hybrid thing going on here. Right, we got a bucket on the back. And we have then an excavator arm on the rear. Really an interesting design. Wildcat remote controlled hillside mowers. Good sort of. That's fine. No, that's good.
For this one, do 650.
Titan tires with quite the assortment of tires and sizes. If I could get this gimbal to cooperate. Hustler and their Jaws for Life grappler. Grapple some bales. You don't want to be stuck in these claws. We also have sprayers. And not disc arrows, but just drag arrows. The unroller to unwind your round bales as you feed. Mandatory equipment for John Deere owners is the Thunder Creek equipment service trailer, right? So we got some drawers for your tools. We've got a fuel pump. We have DEF, right? We got our fire extinguisher, of course. We're dealing with fuel. There's your diesel, and then your liquids. And then around back, we have an air compressor, power generator, more toolbox room, mandatory equipment for John Deere owners. Or you get it in black, or really any color.
We need cooling. When I left home it was 100. When I got to Chicago it was 0. We would have shocked the system.
My cousin lives in Michigan and I told her we're getting her weather and it's making me worry.
So this is an interesting setup. What we've got here is a company, Simcoe, that takes and has a system to be a conveyor belt, move round bales to an unroller, then unroll the bale and then move that product into a square baler. So basically the process of converting the round bale to square bale.
I'll do anything.
Look at the thumbnail.
Where you guys from?
So Breezy Mills makes your classic windmill, but they are set up to operate pumps, like for aeration of ponds or other things. I learned about you all a couple years ago.
Wonderful.
I think it's some pretty neat work.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Virginia. He's from out of state.
Out of country. Australia.
Australia.
So I'm basically the furthest away you can get.
You would fly.
Good industries mission work. In Peru, we help, we do a lot to support their church. Our church ministries there, our children's office up there. In Haiti, we're doing orphan and widows care, schools, and I'll talk about the safety of housing, so keep that in mind. In India, we support a man and his wife that run a school, and then he does a lot of church planting. In Liberia, we send over 15 safety homes, and
Here you got New Holland fans. We have a New Holland Boomer 8M. Never heard of this one. Kind of looks like a retro tractor. Retro tractor styling with modern tractor performance and conveniences. Air holes for the seats, of course. Big Titan tractor.
So don't boomers
Titan
like,
tires.
don't boomers like Crocs? The seat looks like a croc.
So if you ever needed to know what it took to make a Ford reliable, well, it's to do this to it. To turn it into a Mad Max tornado chasing monster. This is what it takes to make a Ford stand up to just, you know, your daily life grind. Complete with double windows.
Those guys do seem
Yellow channel. So a little stone picker. You run with a quad bike side by side. Go around and pick up those big stones. You don't have to bring out the big boy stone picker.
Does the hitch adjust so that when you're on the road?
Yeah. Right here is a 730.
The agromatic stones. Ag spray for all of your spraying needs, from storage tanks, transport tanks, and pumps. To your semi-trailer, fertilizer, liquid, herbicide, whatever, mixing tanks. To sprayers. So not only for transport, but for actually application. Some small tanks for like side-by-side quad bikes. Really cool trailer. Look up here. Little swing out spray bars. Drones are the new hotness. If you don't have a drone, then why not? Two 3-point hitch sprayers. Pretty cool video animation here showing the seed pickup and application and sensor to actually know if the seed's being delivered to each seed head, if you will, for lack of a better idea of how to properly describe it. The avatar.
He used to talk to his hired man.
The horse Mistero 16 SXL. Here we have another shot of the Mistero hitch, all its hydraulics. 40-foot planing with 30-inch spacing. Then we have the Horse Joker 20RX. PSI gauge. All kinds of spacers. Make sure you get your drop depth set. Vermeer. It's back at the show, of course. And we have the self-propelled ZR5 self-propelled round baler. Hookups, pick up underneath. And then we have the just standard trailed round baler, which is actually an interesting thing, is the self-propelled round baler. You can actually disconnect the rear baler module from the drive module, if you will. Something would be interesting to see modeled in game at some point is the ability to change those over or around from maybe a baler to a baler wrapper. So yeah, here's the 605N. This is the equivalent, if you will, to the self-propelled baler as far as the actual baler unit. Except this is obviously just connected to the tractor. Vermeer manure spreaders and feed mixers. Of course, you have your trailed mower. Your wheel rake. And your tedder. With a versatile 210. Then the 365. But they're not only about tractors. They also have a huge versatile disc over here. The Fury H530. H5 300. Whoops. Of course, probably what most are familiar with is their big tracked 620. We have the Pottinger NovaCat front mower. I've got this in game, or something extremely similar to this exact model. And it's actually on the show here attached to a Fendt 933. And then on the back of that, we have the butterfly mowers. This one is fully swung up. Oh, come on. Then we have Pottinger Tedders. Windrowers. So still something that I think is a huge hole for Farm Sim is the ag bag. We've seen mods before it before, but you know, it'd be good if we could have this official, proper ag bag support in the setup. And this one would be for side unloading trailers. The bag would come out and fill from here. If I want some industrial poo pumps, the lagoon crawler. injection units. For something like the Lagoon Crawler. And that's it, folks. Another exciting day here at the National Farm and Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky. This was day one of our 4-day coverage. So we've got three more days to go. Lots more to see that we haven't even touched, because this place is absolutely massive. 1.2 million square feet. Over 300,000 visitors are expected over those 4 days. Today's traffic was fairly light. Not a whole lot of folks walking or mulling around. I mean, you've seen lots of folks, but it's nowhere as close to what we're going to have here towards the end of the week. Hope you all enjoyed the coverage. If so, please like and comment down below. And until next time, happy farming.